1, 2, 3. Let's see how many curls we can get in with this 20-pound box of wrestling action figures. Yeah! We got a biggie today, you guys. And I know I'm not cutting it right, but we are learning in progress. We're still learning, man. I'm telling you, these boxes, sometimes you just got to work with them. You got to work around them, or you just got to bust right through it and call it a damn day, because WrestlingFigures.com. Hit the link in the description below. Discount code HERO is going to save you 10% on the whole shebang. Yes, sir. We got the brand new series right here of the Unrivaled collection. We got Okada. Check that out, bro. We're getting a championship belt, getting some interchanging hands. First time, at least in the regular line, right? Rest of the figures right here, oh yeah. We're going to do a full set unboxing on Joe, Mark, Jack, Jeff, and Maria May. Oh, yes, sirree. They brought the whole damn show. Look at this, man. We got, oh, you didn't know. That's where they actually started, you guys. True story. Road Dogg, Double G, Double D-O, Double G. Yeah, that was kind of like where it all started. He actually started with Jeff Jarrett. For those that don't know, guess what? Now you know. Look you make when you got 20 pounds of wrestling action figures. And then, of course, you can't forget about Miss May, dude. How are you going to have June without May, right? Because May then comes before June, and then she's like, yeah, I'm also coming with the championship belt. Check that out, you guys. I'm telling you, I feel like this would be a good little fix-ski-up-ski if you guys are trying to recreate maybe like a AEW Tiff. I don't know. That gear's looking awfully familiar. I don't know. Let's get into Joe. Joe, we got Samoa freaking Joa from the Long Island Iced Tea getting ready to... Why is it so damn hot out? Look at this. This is what Joe does, right? We're over here in almost October, and it's freaking 80 degrees, bro. No! I thought we were done with summer. I guess Joe wants to bring it back. So you know what? We're going to honor Joe, and we're also going to honor one half of the Briscoe Bros. Now, if you don't know the Briscoe brothers, yeah, I mean, as far as independent, as far as the indie scene, these guys were it. Now, RIP to the late great, but I feel like Mark, he's going to make some justice here today, you guys. He's going to justify of why we got first time in the line, Jack Perry. One more for the squad. This is going to really round up the gang so good, you guys. I feel like Scapegoat right there. Oh, yeah, it's being brought pretty damn solid. You got some fabric goods. You got a smiling scan. You got the hair drip skis coming down through the back. And you got the whole damn show. Look at this. So, of course, you can't forget either of right here. Check this out. For the first time ever, we have the very first Blood and Guts. Oh, yeah, he is coming out. There you go. That's how you give birth, man. If you guys ever wondered how you gave birth to wrestling figures, well, you do this, right? You do that to your forehead. You get a little bit of blood ski. Doctor comes in and says, I don't know, man. We got Moxley over here in Blood and Guts. And not just regular Blood and Guts, but look at that, you guys. I know you guys see the butterfly joints. I know you guys see the extra added articulation. So it's pretty cool that they actually made this like a little Supreme combo deal. So really freaking awesome haul. Look at this. Again, we're going to go ahead and review these all right now. All these puppies are coming out. We got, oh, you didn't know? And then, of course, we got Miss May. May, you ready? Yeah, 3, 2. Here we have the whole series right here from Unrivaled Series 18. Solid looking set, a lot. When I say a lot of first time in the lines, we're getting quite a bit. But we got to take a look at this ringside exclusive first, you guys. This Jon Moxley, Blood and Guts. Like, they've done Blood and Guts in the past, but I got to tell you, man, this one, it's just on a whole new leaf, bro. The turning point, shifting from regular style of figures to the Supreme. Dude, that is a little bonus in its own right, man. I feel like that kind of gives it that reason, right? That little nudge, like, yeah, do I need another Moxley? I don't know. Do you want him covered in blood? This is actually the second time that we're seeing him being released in this series. He has been released, but not in Supreme. So technically, yes, but then technically, if you're getting technical with it, no. Now, he is coming with a lot of options as far as with the scans. You got kind of like this smirk, like, yeah, dude, I just had the most gruesome match of all time. And this one, he's like, hey, yeah, I got into the honey jar, bro. So this guy knows about the honey jar. And if you don't know, go talk to Renee. She'll tell you all about it. I'm telling you that this right here, it's just a whole new style that they're bringing. And it is mainly just targeted on the front of the face. You can see how once it gets to like the back side, there's really not much going on. So I'm not sure if my boy like ended up wiping up his blood, but if you look at like later on in the match, dude, this guy was just not covered in blood in the front. Like this guy was just scattered with blood. Now, you do get a lot of options with the hands. You get two mic open on the figure. You do get a closed fist. You get that signature. What do you guys call this? Like the I love you signature look, right? And you can see part of the blood scattered as well. And then you got like two different style of open hands. So you get like this kind of slap across the face, right, with a little bit of blood on this side. And then you get like this full on, right? I feel like this one is kind of laid out a little bit better with the fingers. And then you get a pointing hand as well as a closed fist. So I'm telling you, you get so many options, bro. If you wanted options for your Moxley and just, playing out the entire match, I feel like you could very well do it. Now, this belt right here, yeah, this is pretty nice. So this was a nice little addition with it. I feel like this kind of makes it, again, another little bonus of why it's worth the pickup. I really like the way that they did all of the flags right there. You can see how like all the colors are actually painted in. You got the Canadian flag, you got the UK flag, United States, looks like Mexico, Japan more towards the backside. You get the AEW side plates, and of course you get the little buckles right there on the side. Really freaking cool, man. Really like that. And as far as like the actual figure itself, like accessories, yeah, you ain't stopping there. Check this out. This leather jacket, this is so clean, bro. This fabric goods. Now, whether it actually ends up bleeding through or not, that's what we're going to have to find out, right? It's going to be one of those time-measured kind of techniques to determine of like, yeah, are the newer ones bleeding? Because what they've done here now, like moving forward, a lot of these are kind of stitched with like a white insert, but I'm not seeing that. So, I mean, obviously you're going to be putting a shirt underneath the jacket, but if you want to close it, check this out. The Velcro, you can do it, but I don't know, to me, you guys, it kind of looks a little bit off. Like you can't, I don't know, it kind of looks forced, right? I don't know what it is. And this is kind of hitting a little bit home when it comes to like that Hollywood style of black leather jacket. If you guys didn't follow him in Ruthless or like in WCW days, I would say this is very identical. And it does come off really smooth. I mean, all you got to do is slide it off, or you can pull the whole arm off. If you guys do remember, this is based off the Supreme style of platform. So you're going to get that little bonus of, just playability where you can just pop the stuff off, pop it in. You got Death Rider, you got Mox on the bottom. Now, this is Velcro. I do think at this point, I believe Jazzwares could graduate to a non-Velcro design, especially if you're Supreme. Like, all you got to do is just slide it off, Obviously, you're going to undo it from the back, right? If you're going to get all technical with it, pull that off. Check out what we got with the blood. Now, here's the thing about the blood. I truly think they could have probably scattered just a little bit better, like, especially when you get to the scan. You can kind of see how they're just like, I don't know, people are really going to be looking at the back of the scan. Now, I do have a Moxley comparison, little side by side. You can tell that as far as height, the newer one is just a little bit shorter, like not all that dramatic. I mean, it's almost like right there eye to eye, but at the same time, I like the skin tone on this one a lot better. This is kind of like more towards the beginning of how they were trying to introduce like new skin tones. I think they got it down now pretty good, you guys. I feel like Jazzwares has really stepped up, not only with like the light skin tone, but you'll kind of see through the progression as we go further in the series. Some of them just have a really nice darker skin tone like Okada right there. We'll get to him in just a sec, but yeah, I do like this figure. I like the necklace. Again, it is on the Supreme platform, so if you guys got a chance to see the big box of figures that we ended up doing right there with that other Supreme, this is very much like dead on as far as like parts used. It's mainly going to be the blood where you're going to notice the main difference. The necklace too, you can see the dog collar. There is actually no writing on the collar itself, but it's cool that it was actually included. The pants too, it kind of has that solid, regular, traditional black style of pant design. We got Death Rider on the right, and then we got Black Pub. We got Black something, bro. Black Combat. Oh, Hero Figs, what's wrong with you, bro? You didn't remember. I'm sorry, dude. Look, when you like have it misaligned, kind of throws it away. But yes, we got Blackpool Combat Club right there. Really, really freaking awesome, right? Feel like we've seen just about every single member in that. So, I mean, even Moxley, I know we've seen him in that gear as well. So, nice to see that this was kind of brought right here into play, you guys. Again, this is an exclusive, only available at WrestlingFigures.com. So, be sure to hit the link if you want to pick yourself up right there. A Blood and Guts Mox. Yeah, covered in blood, except the back of my head. I got to give this figure a 7.9. I think that's pretty good. I mean, just given the fact, right? I know we've been asking for a bald Mox. So I know it's coming here in the near future, but They are trying to go based off the actual match in its own right, so it makes sense. Now, check this out, man. We got Okada, bro. Oh, yeah. Who's excited for Okada, right? This guy right here. So you do get two options for the hands. You either get mic open on the figure, or you can kind of throw it up right there. No, take that back, you guys. I was fooling y'all, man. You guys thought that I was serious. No, I'm kidding. So the actual hands that he does get, it's like a full-on style of open design. So pretty cool. You got both options, right? You get the elbow pad. You get the championship belt. Now, he is going to come right here with the white gear, which this is kind of the gear that I was hoping for to be released in the regular series. So it's nice that I feel like just about every single figure in this series, you guys, you get a belt with it, right? So it's like a nice little bonus to kind of give you that whole actual like value for your money. Pretty cool, Jazzwares. Definitely stepping up not only with like accessories, but just all the options that you can pose these figures around with. I do like the torso choice too. I feel like Okada, he kind of has like, not like that super ripped up torso, but more of like that lean style. And we're very much seeing it here with this figure. I also like the scan too. Likeness on Okada, I would say, what do you guys think? Like 9.3 for the scan. Obviously, the ranking of the figure is going to have its own ranking, but yeah, I do like the look, man. I like how he's kind of like clenching his eyes. He's like, yeah, I'm over here pulling up as first in the series in the review. And you get a nice little fade too. See how you get the black mixing in with the rest of the blonde right there? Really, really nice. Now, as far as the white tight design, I like the way that like it's coming through. Like when the light hits it a certain way, it has a really nice gloss and shimmer to it. Really freaking awesome. Even the knee pads, you get a little matchy design right there with it. Now, on the back design, it is going to be a solid white, and he will be surrounded with that white accent up top, as well as right there on the lower part of the thighs, man. Now, the solid white boots, I do think that these are very much similar to what he actually wears. So really nice to see right here that Okada is bringing the right representation with the figure. Now, I got to give this figure, I don't know, what do you guys think? Like a 9, right? He's definitely tapping into the 9s. Very cool, awesome gear, and I do think that this was a character definitely needed in the regular line. We saw the exclusives, but this one right here, I do think that it's still worth the pickup, especially if you ended up missing out on that first go around. Now, first, we got to go and get Joe. Oh, yes, we got big old Joe. And big old Joe's coming with some big old hands, you guys. Like, I'm not kidding you. So, you get Mike Open already on the figure. And then you also kind of get like the hang loose, right? So if you want to hang loose right there with big old Joe, you slap those bad boys on. Now you only get one of them with like the whole taped up look. As you guys do know, on the left side, he doesn't do, no, sorry. On the right side, he doesn't do the whole taped up look. So you still get hang loose with the tape as well as without. And then you get a closed fist with it. So really nice to see all those options right there with big old Joe, man. Samoa Joe. What do you guys think of Joe? I think that so far so good. I do think that the skin tone choice, it's appropriate for sure. I mean, I feel like Joe, this is kind of like what he would want to see and figure, oh, what do we got? Oh, we got some chesties, you guys. So, yeah, we're getting some little chesty design. That's pretty cool. I like that, you guys. Look at a little chesty here, a little stomach here. It looks like up top he likes to shave, but he definitely likes keeping the lower half, nice and hairy for the ladies. So he does it for the ladies, whether he does it for himself or not. We damn well know that the side plates got to represent that. So we got Samoa Joe, you guys, on the actual side plates, which, again, really nice to see that Jazzwares is also transitioning into those little fine details, right? Torso choice 2, on point. Likeness on Big Joe, very much so, you guys. I like how his nose is kind of like giving you that whole effect of that little crunch look, right? How he kind of like crunches his face. I know that doesn't make sense, but definitely seeing Joe right there being represented really nice. The beard, it is a two-tone, so the upper half kind of has like a lighter black, and the rest down here right here kind of has more like a, what do you guys say, like a brown? Yeah, it's like a brown with a black. Now, as far as the shorts themselves, he is on that half design, right? So you get half black on the left, and then we get in like that solid bright yellow on the right. He's never really changed the look. I feel like, obviously the color, right? He's done red, he's done gray, he's doing yellow here with this figure. But if you look at the timeline on some of these superstars, I feel like some of the gears have changed a little bit more dramatic than what we're seeing right here with Joe. Knee pads, he does get that nice little open design up front which actually, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take away from any of the articulation. Really nice to see the black kick pads being represented as authentic, just the way that my boy likes to wear them, dude. He puts them on Saturday night. He wears them out clubbing. He wears them out into the wrestling ring. Then he puts you in that coquina clutch, man. Nobody wants to get locked in there. I feel like once it's locked and once it's cinched in, there is no turning back from the pain, you guys. All right, Jeff Jarrett. I know we talked about this, but yeah, these are the actual hands right here for Jeff Jarrett. He's got to throw it up. He's got to throw the deuces up, you guys. He also gets Mike open on the figure. And this jacket, this is like so good, bro. It feels so nice. And, as far as like the fabric material, it kind of almost looks like a leather / pleather design, and you get all of the Jeff Jarrett logos right there coming up with all of the flame designs wrapping around the entire thing, bro. This is so nice, bro. This skin tone too, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but whoever took over, to participate in the updated skin tones, dude, cheers to you, man. Like, I feel like that guy needs to be cheered because, telling you, earlier stages of Jazzwares, those skin tones were off so bad. Now, on the inside, you don't get much design. I mean, you can see how the collar does have, like, the little red accents surrounding it, but that's really much it. It's mainly going to be on the outside piece. And again, you can play this out on a couple of different characters. Obviously, you wouldn't be doing the Jeff Jarrett logo design, but I feel like the likeness of this could be played out in several different scenarios. Now, the figure itself, I got to tell you guys, this is so nice to see, man. I know I already said it, but damn, bro, that skin tone looks so good. I know on camera it does look a little bit off, like the top with the bottom, but I don't know, like for the first time, like actually in hand, in person, when you actually look at the figure right there, once you get it all unboxed, I feel like it's pretty close to like one another. And I know that was another clash that Jazz was having in the earlier stages, but really nice to see this right here with the tight design. So you get all the red, you get that little Jeff Jarrett logo that we did get on the jacket. Back right there, not much going on. Solid black knee pads. Now, he actually does have knee pads technically over knee pads. I mean, these are actually just like, this is black tape, but yeah, my boy likes his protection. I feel like when you're still wrestling in your later days, you got to protect those knees, man. This guy has gone through the ringer. The fact that some of these guys are still partaking in-ring action, it just kind of blows my mind, though. But this figure, it also blows my mind in its own right. I got to give him an 8.7. I think that's pretty damn good. Next up, we got to bring the ladies, man. We got to appreciate the ladies. We get full-on open right there with Miss May, and then you get a little, I don't know, like a mic open. Yeah, it's like a mic open, so it's a little bit more closed in, just in case if you got to take care of some work backstage. And if you don't know, don't ask Miss May. All right, here's the belt. Again, very nice to see that she's also coming with that extra accessory to kind of bring it as a whole. Because, I mean, even though, she was champion when she did wear this, sometimes they do it without. So pretty cool. And I also like the scale. I feel like for the women's figures, the women's figure belts have to be kind of scaled down a little bit. So it's nice to see that Jazzwares is also addressing that little, I don't know, like to some, it doesn't matter to me. But I don't know, for scale proportions, especially when you're talking about the figure itself, I think that it's got to be reflected, right? And there is so much tooling involved with this figure, too. I mean, you can kind of see the whole chest piece. This is all tooled, so it's not just painted up front. This is actually all very much tooled, as well as the little shoulder pads. It has kind of like this, what do you guys think? Like, it's like a little fur design. Would you guys say that? Yeah, definitely like a fur design. You got the design surrounding the actual bicep. You got the mixture of that baby or that light pink with that baby blue, and then the belt too, it's its own piece. So it is a floating belt, so you can kind of adjust it the way that you do want. And I also like the way that they did like the whole crotch design. You can kind of see how it kind of actually comes down appropriately. You do have to align it for the actual belly button, to actually be in place. But once it does get put in the right position, this looks so good. And I like how they also did the upper thigh design. This is so awesome, you guys. Like, very toyetic figure. I really think that Tiffy would definitely have a field day with this girl, man. Like her, I think it'd just be one of those matches that everybody wants to see. You get the little heart design right there on the back, and then you get kind of like the same mixture being blended in with a nice little tassel design on the left side. So cool, man. 9-3. Without a doubt. Likeness, too. I mean, I wish I had comparisons, but again, a lot of these are first time in the lines. I feel like 2, right? Maybe 3. Yeah, I feel like 3 figures out of this whole unboxing video are re-releases. The rest, all new, which is so cool, man. I'm telling you, that's how you kind of build up the roster, right? Otherwise, you'd be like, how the hell are we going to have Mark Briscoe pulling up here without interchange. It does, right? So you get the mic open on the figure, and you get mic open that you can interswap, and they are all taped up right there. And then you also get kind of like this choppy your pee-pee. What are you doing? Again, you have to be an Attitude Era fan. I feel like a lot of people that watch AEW, you're just automatically like a Attitude Era fan trying to relive, the good days through this type of style of wrestling. That's how I feel about it, man. I feel like AEW, it's just, on a different scale. When it comes to especially like the hardcore matches, you guys damn well know that the Briscoe Bros, they delivered. Really like the bandana on the figure. You can't actually remove it. It is already pre-molded on the figure. So, whether you get points taken away, I don't know if I could do that because you guys damn well know that bandana always ends up staying. I mean, obviously, if he has like a 30, 40, 50, 60-minute match, then maybe, someone might rip it up. But, I mean, yeah, rule of thumb, the guy always wears it. Really like that little eye pinch that he's doing, right? He's kind of like winking at you. He's like, yeah, I'm coming with some fabric goods. I do like this too, you guys. Like the Briscoe design, I think that's being represented really cool. It kind of has like that penitentiary look, right? And then you get all of the tattoos right there on the upper shoulder bit. You get kind of like this bomb, right, on his tricep, or not a bomb, but a grenade. And then you can kind of see how the cross does continue if you do realign it right there with his Briscoe Bros birthday, man. This is so crazy. I still can't believe, man. I'm telling you, I feel like the wrestling world was definitely shook when that went down. But you can see the rest of the tattoos right here, how they're coming through really, really nice. I feel like on the right side, that eagle. No, it's more like, it's not an eagle. I would call that like a rooster, right? So if you guys know, he loves his animals. He's got like a mastodon going on over here. On the inside, he kind of has like a little scratch design. And of course, it does continue throughout. So once you do take off the jacket, you'll see the rest right there of them stats, right? You get the little praying hands on the side right here. You get a little signature logo right there on the inside of the armpit area. And you'll kind of see almost very similar look right there on the right side. And these shorts, really cool. You got them boys. You got them boys. And you got a nice little camo design to kind of like bring it all together as a whole. And then again, RIP, bro. This gear's so iconic. Like, again, if you guys are Briscoe Bro fans, this figure right here, it's going to do some justice right here to your AEW collection. I'm giving this figure a 9.5. Skin tone on point, likeness on point, fabric goods. There's just a lot of good stuff going for this figure. Now, last, certainly not least, we got Jack next, right? We got Jack Perry. Now, on the actual box itself, it actually looks like he should be coming with a jacket. I mean, you could pull it off too. You could probably put on like this Moxley jacket if you kind of wanted to give him like that jacket look design. Obviously on the back, it's going to say Mox, but for those that are wondering, we got to play it out, right? I think it works out pretty good, right? What do you guys think? Obviously, it's missing like the scapegoat right there on the right bicep, but you can definitely play it out. Now, he does come with the shirt, so at least on that, I got to say, really happy to see that. Really digging right there. The actual scapegoat logo coming through. And it is Velcro as well, which again, it kind of takes away. Now the armband, it's not sculpted. It is just painted on. And there is not much when it comes to like the whole design of the figure. You're going to get the solid black pants. You're going to get most of the action right there in the scan. I do like the man bun, but it would have been cool to have like an interchanging head scan with the hair down. What do you guys think? Is that something you guys want to see maybe for like a future release? I don't know. Drop a like. Let me know. Because, I feel like this man, he's going to come right here in different series. Whether he gets released in Supreme, that still has yet to be determined. Now, as far as the rest of the figure, again, we've seen this style of torso, and we have seen these pants play out in a couple of different scenarios. There is not a lot of paint apps. You're mainly going to get most of the action right there on the little brown shoes that do come together pretty good with the figure. I don't know. I think like a 7.6, definitely doing some justice, right? But go in the comments. Let me know how you guys rank these figures. Let me know what's your favorite figure in the set. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see them blood and guts on the next one. Yeah!